We're now going to answer the same questions as we saw above, but this time we're going to be answering it in an alternative way. So alternatively, solve the following by taking the log of both sides. So we're going to be exploring what that means. So let's zoom into our first one here and let's answer it. So previously, the way that we solved this was just by rewriting it as a log. So that is x is equal to log of base 2 of 5. And as you can see, we've solved this because we've got it in form of x is equal to something. And we're just using our knowledge of logs. But there is another way of solving this. So let's write or. So this is another way of going about this question. So if you want to solve it, what you could do is take the log of both sides. So let's write that. Take log. Now I'm going to take the log of a base 10, but it could be any number that you want. It does not have to necessarily be base 10, and we'll be seeing more of this as we get to the end of this little video here. So I'm going to take log of base 10 of both sides. Okay, so let's now give this a go. So I'm going to go 2 of x, 2 raised to the x, I'm going to go log base 10 of 2 to the x is equal to, and then I'm going to take the log of that, log base 10 of 5. So I've taken the log of both sides of the equation. And would you agree with me that, it hasn't changed anything? Because if I have log of 10 of this equals log of 10 of that, these two arguments have to be the same. So this is a true statement right here. Now we're going to use some of the log laws that we know, one of which tells me that if I have a power here, I can take it to the front. So let's move that down there. So now this is x log to the base 10 of 2 is equal to log to the base 10 of 5. Okay, remember we're trying to solve this for x. So what we're going to do next is get rid of this by dividing by log 10 of 2. Divide by log 10 of 2. Because now that will cancel with that, and that's what we want. Because now on our left-hand side, we're just left with x is equal to log of base 10 of 5 over log of base 10 of 2. And that right there is going to be our answer. Now this is where you should stop for a moment and think, well, how is this the same as that? Because if they're both equal to x, they must be the same as each other, but they look quite different. So let me write this here. This is the same as that. And the reason why we know that these are the same is because this is the change of base rule. We saw this in our previous lesson. So remember, if I've got log of base 2 of 5, well, I can take the 5 and put it here. I can take the 2 and put it here. And as long as my bases are the same, it doesn't matter what the base is. So if we just scroll down here, I've put the change of base rule right here. So as you can see, if I have x, I can put it here. And if I have a base of a, I can put it here. And as long as my bases are the same here, we know it's going to work. Now, the reason why this is important is because when we come to our CAS, and I've typed it in here, and we hit enter, it gives me this notation right here, and it's related to the change of base rule. Now, let's rewrite what this is, because it looks kind of funky at the moment. We've got ln5 and ln2. What ln means is the natural log, and it means a log with a base of e. So log of base of e of 5, and here is a log of a base of e. So this ln means a base of e. Now, e is Euler's number. It's an irrational number. It's kind of like pi. We're not going to talk about it in this lesson. All you need to know is that it functions as a base for our log. And the most important part is that, as you can see here, because it's the same in the top and the bottom, we know that the change of base rule is kind of being applied here. It does not matter what this base is. It does not matter. So that means the way that the calculator has solved this question is instead of taking log of base 10 of both sides, the way that the calculator has done it is taken log of base e, or the natural log. So log of base e of both sides. So just for completeness sake, let us just quickly run through this. So what it's doing here is it's saying, all right, I'm taking log of a base e of 2 raised to the x is equal to log of base e of 5. That x goes to the front, log of base e of 2 is equal to log of base e of 5. That means x is going to be equal to, once I divide both sides by log base of 2, it's going to be log e of 2 there. And that's it. This is the same thing as the natural log of 5, which is the natural log of 2. The calculator just says ln, the natural log, instead of writing log to the base of e. But the same logic is being applied there. So you can see why this change of base rule is so important, and we spoke about it in detail in a previous lesson. So make sure you've got a good grasp of that change of base law, because you can have the same answer written in many different ways. All of this, and this, and this are all telling us the same thing. Okay, we're going to pause. We're going to go through the next question, which is very similar to this, and we'll go through a bit more of the minutiae of this change of base rules.